Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Kim here, and today is my Thrifty Canucks video, and it's actually Thursday because that's the day we like to do our thrifty videos. And so I do have a fun haul. Again, some of this is still from my adventures with Thelma mixed in with some of my other adventures. So I can tell you where, I don't know when, or not necessarily who with, but there are a few that I can tell you. But this lovely pile that you see here, I got this at the thrift shop, and I was by myself. And the woman was clearing out a lot of her scrapbooking papers. And, you know, she had scrapbooking tools and toys and things, but most of it was older stuff, like from memory keepers, you know, way back at the beginning, you know, where you manually cut out using a knife and you cut through those acrylic circles. And she had some old punches and the deckled scissors that we've all had in our stash since day one. So I wasn't interested in so much in that stuff, but she did have lots of paper. And so I did take a huge stack of just generic papers. Again, some of it was very old style, but it's good for doing scrapbooks journal pages and stuff. And it's good to print over top of or collage on. And so that was included with this, but because it was just basic stuff, nothing super interesting to show you, I figured I'll just leave it out. But there was about maybe a 2-inch stack of mixed papers, full size 12 by 12. And so then the rest of this, I did weed through some of it, and some of it's already gone to my garage sale that's coming up in 2 weeks. I had to postpone that because I needed to make sure Tom was home in order to help me. So my garage sale is going to be Canada Day, July 1st. So I will do a video the day before just to show you some of the stuff that I'm selling in the sale, just for fun and just for your curiosity. So yeah, some of the paper went there already because it was stuff that was too cutesy and just not my thing. And there was no one that I thought would want it, as far as like my friends that are here in New Brunswick, Jen and Deborah. There was nothing there that I thought you would like. Besides, you'll probably go through my paper when you come for the garage sale. But for the most part, this was the pile that I'm keeping. And there's a lot here. You can see, like, there's just tons of stuff. I'm going to go through it quickly. And like I said, I got about 2 inches of scrapbook paper. The whole thing, she wanted $20 for it. And she said, I'll take, I'm selling this for $20. And I said, oh, okay. And it wasn't that I wasn't going to take it for $20, but she said, if you take it right now, I'll give it to you for $15. And I said, sold. So for $15, I more than got my money's worth. And so I'll just show you quickly. So this is just some handmade paper pieces, nothing fantastic. But then this one is full of mulberry paper, very thin handmade paper. It's almost like a tissue. There's different colors and patterns. Some of them have the floral petals in it. This is nice to use I like using this for clusters and collage. This was just a little random piece of something here. I think this is for doing I can't think of the word where you pile them one on top of the other. A paper toll. That's it. So I think that's what this is for, but I will fussy cut out the pieces to use for my art. And then some more handmade paper, just little 6x6 sizes. A lot of stuff, only 1 or 2 sheets was taken out. Some things weren't even opened. Some really flashy hologram paper. I hope you can see that. I don't know what I'll do with it. And then this was more for doing, now they call this tea bag folding paper. And I just thought that the prints were really nice to fussy cut and use individually. There's little squares of different kinds. Some of them I think Jennifer might like, and not so much Deborah, but I know Jennifer might like some of these, so I might be sharing some with her. But just different patterns and lots of it on a sheet. A package of wrapping paper, which I thought was cool because it's all these little floral squares, not even opened. Lots of foil, lots of different foil sheets. Some of them are embossed. It's just gorgeous stuff. I don't know yet what I will do with it, but there are some beautiful images in here, or colors in here. I'm throwing all this on the floor, knowing you have to pick it all up after. This is just a piece of cardboard, but I think it came with this. Yes, these are all individual little folding sheets. I guess it's, again, this tea bag type folding. I'm not sure, but the patterns are very interesting. I think I would use it just for collage purposes, but some cute papers. And then this was some pearl paper. It looks like it's upside down here. So there's different, it's a cardstock weight, and it's all very pearl shimmery. I don't know if that will come through on the video or not. And a piece of cardboard, which is, you know, sometimes this is the best part for me. And then, yes, just some weird printed papers. I don't know, they kind of say Jennifer to me. Let me know, Jennifer, what you think. And then, okay, here's some more of this squares of paper. There's 5 different folding sheets. I take it they're all in this color tones. And then this was flower pattern paper. Very pretty. I think this is all origami papers. And pretty similar patterns, different ones. Some small and large prints. She had a lot of origami paper, which I've passed on to my yard sale, only because it's very plain and very brightly colorful and not something I would use. These were just random sheets. Some fun design papers. Again, I think a lot of this was for origami or paper folding of some kind, but these have a very bohemian feel to them, so I thought I would use them in my journals. 8 sheets of vellum paper, and this is printed vellum. If you can see the swirls in here, there's an assortment of patterns, checks and squares. So excuse me, I'm not going to open it, but there's polka dots. And then vellum in colors. Looks like there's green, blue, and then a white with red dots, and a white with yellow dots, and another plain one. So lots of vellum. More handmade paper, and more of that pearlized paper in here as well. Yeah, I must have had this upside down. Note cards. So they're just glossy paper to print on. Paper is such an awkward thing, isn't it? Because you want to be careful and not wrinkle it. And then this one is just an assortment of floral prints and different design prints. It's a very thin paper. It's printed on both sides. It almost feels like vellum, so maybe it's vellum. I'm not sure. It's got a very shimmery, soft feel to it. I don't think it's translucent, but it is printed on both sides. So it would certainly be interesting as a journal page. This one is reversible printed in solid papers. So it's got a solid on one side, I guess. Oh, they're solid on both sides, but different colors? Yeah, different colors on each side. So brighter yellow, lighter yellow, and so on. And some scrappy bits. Some Christmas paper. I don't use a lot of Christmas paper, but every once in a while I need something. So some of this will get passed on to others who like it. Like this one's got penguins on it. This one has little gingerbread men. Yeah, not my thing. But like these patterns I would possibly use, like the plaids and the polka dots. Snowman, again, not my thing. But this is hot off the press paper, and I'm guessing, I don't see a year on here. Well, it says 1996 here, so that just tells you that was way back in the days of scrapbooking had started. I see there's a bill of sale here and some other paper information, even an envelope. I think some of this would be far more interesting for me than the paper. But, you know, I, again, will pass it on to the right people. Some very pretty wrapping paper that I thought this would make nice elements in one of my journals. It's colors I like, so I would definitely use that. And then this is a very boho mix of papers. There's boho. Actually, no, there's little Scotty dogs. Yeah, not keeping that. There's some little fruity things in there. Some of this I'm not going to use, but there are some fun. Like there's this denim paper. I should send this to Caroline to go with her collection of denim, her weekly denim classes that she has. This looks like a sweater knit. So I haven't totally explored this, but these are the papers that are, of course, interesting to me out of the package. And yeah, it looks like there's a few more sheets of that denim. So Caroline, I'm putting this in your pile. So yeah, that'll be a fun thing to explore further as I go along. And again, see, now that I'm showing all of this to you, I get to put it all away, which I'm happy about. And so this one's got polka dots. It's 25 sheets of printed paper. I'm sure some of it are, it's just very generic paper. It's kind of a cardstock weight. So I would use this. You know, I can print on this, throw it in the printer and print on top of it so that it's not so cutesy. It's not that I have anything against cutesy. I just don't work with it. And then this was some silver. These are like little stickers that you peel off. And a lot of them are very intricately die cut. I think there's a few of those in here. They might have gotten out of the pile and got put away already. Just some cardstock paper again. So it was well worth the $15 because there is a lot of stuff in here. And because it's very generic stuff, it can all be printed on. So there's lots of plain colors in here that I can work with. And then there's some in, oh, it's an assortment of patterns and colors again. Very generic, usable. This is vellum. And it looks like there's quite a bit in this package. It doesn't say on here how much, but it looks like there's quite a bit. There must be at least 25 sheets here. And a fun piece of cardboard that I can use. I told you it's the cardboard that gets me more excited than anything. 60 sheets of, oh, this is like a typing paper. So it's a very thin weight paper. Almost like parchment, sort of like. And then this was origami paper and handmade paper. Oh, handmade papers, that's what it is. It is all handmade papers. And there is a lot of it. Like there's some bigger sheets, some pink and silvery colors. And then there's lots of very thin, and this is the kind of stuff that I like to work with. Anything that looks more handmade or, you know, this very fibrous paper. And this package has quite a bit in it. There is some, I think, in between the sheets. Yes, here we go. And this is all very lightweight stuff. So it's gorgeous to work with. The colors are fun. This is what gets me excited, is this type of papers to work with. And lots of just different options and choices. So like I said, I was looking forward to being able to put all this away now. You know, I'm trying to get my studio cleaned up and find more things to put in the yard sale. So anything that I can get off my path is wonderful. So here is some more hand paper. Some of it is the same thin stuff again. And then there's some heavier papers as well. But just beautiful, beautiful stuff. some of the same prints, and lots of it. And this is expensive stuff. Mulberry paper is not cheap, and so to have a collection like this and to get all of this for $15 was a pretty good score in my mind. And coming to the end, this is, it looks like vellum. It doesn't say what it is. Oh yeah, it's all vellum. So again, this goes through the printer nicely. It's translucent, so anything you print on it will show through like a window. So this is fun for doing those window cards and you know, window envelopes and stuff where you can print on here and create your own images and stuff. So that will be fun. And just some more foil paper. Now, there's a folder with smaller pieces here, and some of this is just that plastic foil where it's a very thin. I don't know what I would do with this, but I just kept it in case I come up with some great idea. And then this is foil that is paper backed, so it's almost like a wrapping paper in a sense. So this might make some fun embossing if you put it through your embosser. So I would probably, you know, I don't know how much green I would use or blue or red, but you know, a little bit here and there maybe. If you put it through the embosser and then turned it into a thin trim that you can use to enhance an image, that might be fun. Or the whole sheet embossed might be fun as well. So that's the paper that I got. Yay, putting that away. So then I'm going to go through the pile in reasonable order here. I don't know how to... I don't know if I was with Thelma or not when I got this, but it was $2.99 and it's all trim. And now you know I like to save the bags, so I'm going to take this off carefully. And it's a tasseled trim. It looks like there's two different colors in here. Sorry to make you wait, but I must save the bag. Especially for my yard sale, because I'm putting a lot of stuff into bags. So wherever I can save a bag and reuse it is great. So there is a lot of this, and it's just one color, but it's two-toned. So it's got yellow and sort of a creamy beige in here. This would be fun for my handbags. Looks like I have to do some cleanup here. It must have been sitting for a while and got snagged on a few things. But even if I don't want the tassels on here, I can cut this off and turn it into like a fringe by just removing the tassels. And that in itself would be a beautiful trim to work with. So I'm happy about this for $2.99. And knowing, you know, me, that this was from Value Village, so it would be $2.10 because I would have got it on my senior discount for sure. So that was well worth it. There is a lot of tassels here, so I will card all this after I've done the video, and while it's uploading, I will get it all carded and put away. And that's what I like, is when I'm done showing you everything, then I go right to uploading, and then I put all this stuff away and I clean off my desk again. And I am still behind there, but I haven't brought those bags downstairs yet from my last couple of flea market hauls and from my last thrift shop haul. So there will be quite a few new videos showing up, but I think I'm down to the last of Thelma's stuff, or not Thelma stuff, but my trips with Thelma. So one of the things that I got too was this Ideals book. I don't know where I got it, and I probably didn't pay very much for it, but I just love Ideal books. There's always some beautiful images in here that you can cut out, and like, I love these full pages like this of different, you know, photographs and images that they use. And the paper is flat, so it doesn't have that sheen to it, and it's a good weight of paper. So I like using this for making envelopes and then further collaging and decorating on top of them. I love Ideal books. They always have fun images and words of inspiration and poetry, and just great ideas to inspire your upcoming journals. And you know, sometimes there's different themes that are related to things that you're doing. So it's fun to tuck these things into a journal. So lots to choose from in here, and lots of fun reading in here as well. So, oh, something else I wanted to talk to you about was this. Now, maybe, I don't know if I was born yesterday. Sometimes I wonder. But somehow this snuck past me. And when I say it snuck past me, it's not like I haven't seen these before. I just never thought I needed one. And I bought a package the other day because I thought, well, maybe I could slip one in my purse for if I'm doing anything for fussy cutting and stuff, or not fussy cutting, slow stitching if I ever am doing that by myself. And I paid, I think it was $1.25 for 2 pairs of these little scissors. They're just little trimmer scissors. Now, I don't think I would want to cut paper with this. Nothing intentional. I think it would be too hard to use to cut paper. Well, maybe not that bad, but I wouldn't want to try to do any fussing cutting with them. But I did try using these at my sewing machine for cutting threads, and oh, I love these. And they're pretty sharp, and you know, not I mean, you're not going to get hurt if you're careful. If you get your fingers in the way when you're cutting something, yeah, you could probably trim off a fingernail pretty easily. But I never thought I would like these. And, you know, if you haven't tried them, pick up a set. They're not expensive. Like I said, I think it was $1.25, and I got 2 pairs in here. One's already at my sewing machine. And so this will just sit in my tools for cutting threads off of things, you know, while I'm working. But the other one will sit at my sewing machine for cutting threads. And yeah, just a fun little easy tool to use, and not something that you can pick up and walk away with to cut something else, because it really wouldn't cut other things other than thread. So this is most likely going to stay next to my sewing machine quite well. I've in the past, I have tied scissors to my sewing machine so that I wouldn't walk away with them. But in a pinch, I've cut the thread that I've tied them on with. So that doesn't work. But I'm thinking that these might stay by my sewing machine. So give it a try. And maybe like me, you've never used them before, and it'll be a new experience, and you'll love them. So I just thought I would share that with you. So then, I'm pretty sure I was with Thelma when I bought this too. It's just a table runner, but it's just a beautiful... Have you noticed I've been picking everything with paisleys lately? I don't know why, but I'm so into paisleys lately, in this paisley pattern. It's a beautiful color. I don't even mind the pink, but it's just so rich, and the gold really, to me, it takes over. I hope you get the full effect of it, but the gold is really intense for me here, and it's not that shiny gold. It's just a beautiful color to work with, and I see some great possibilities with this. It's got a burgundy lining, and the lining is stitched quite a bit here. I don't know if it's 2 layers or something. It looks like there's something quilty going on underneath it. So I will remove the lining, but I may turn around and reuse it to line the inside of a book. This looks like it's been well used and loved. There is some discoloring in here, so I will wash it and see what happens with it. But the fabric is beautiful on this side. It's not cotton. It's definitely a synthetic blend of some kind, but it would certainly make beautiful journal covers, and I really like it. So this is something that I will definitely use. And the price on this was $3.99, so 4 times 7, so it cost me $2.80. And yeah, there's at least 3 journal covers, if not 4, depending on how you cut it, and depending on what I decide to use with it afterwards. And then this was a fun find, and Thelma found this for me, and it is incredibly beautiful. On one hand, I don't want to cut it up, but on the other hand, I thought, oh, this would make 4 beautiful handbags. And it is made in Turkey. It says made in Turkey here, and it is just this. It's, I think, a pillowcase or something, because it's closed off on, like, it's sewn. There is a seam along the bottom, and it's sewn closed. Yeah, the other seam is up here. But the fabric is just beautiful. feel to it, and I I don't know exactly what it is, but but it's got some synthetic in it, of course, with the gold threads, but just beautiful, beautiful tapestry. So yeah, I'm torn. Do I open it up and just hem it and stick it on one of my walls? I don't really have walls to stick it onto. But maybe I just have to play with it and touch and feel it for a couple of weeks before I just make a decision. But it's just beautiful. Thanks for finding this one for me, Thelma. I think when she found it, she knew right away it had to be for me. It was priced at $5.49. Can you believe it? So 5 by 7, $3.50. Thank you, Linda. Although the 50 cents throws me off. So it was about $4 after my discount. So yeah, just beautiful. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet, but it was truly a great find. And then there's this cute little dress. I just love little girl dresses, but the thing is, it's so hard for me to cut them up. I don't have any little girls to buy these for, but they're just so darn pretty. And it's just, I know I can just picture somebody wearing this, and it just makes me smile. And I keep buying these little girl dresses, and I've got quite a collection of them now. And so I don't know if I just have to do a little wardrobe display of them somewhere or something, because I just haven't had the heart yet or the guts yet to cut them up. But they're so pretty, and I've been collecting them. So maybe one day I'll have to do a video and show you all my little girl dresses. But the plan was, and it still could be, to cut off this overskirt, because look at all these beautiful white daisies. And all I'd have to do is cut them out and stitch a little yellow pearl into the center and maybe some rhinestones or bling around it. And how cute of an embellishment would that be? I'm torn. So it will sit. I'll tell you, if ever I meet a sweet little girl, and I still have all these dresses, I'm going to gift them all to somebody, because I haven't paid a lot of money, so it's not a huge investment. So they're just sitting there waiting for the right little girl to come along. So if you're out there, little girl, someday you're going to have an amazing wardrobe, because I just don't have the heart yet to cut these up. And then there's this fabric. Now, this fabric was $2. I think I got this at my Frenchies, my local Frenchies. And it is just a cotton fabric. Oh, this elastic's really tight on here. Okay, and attached with a whole bunch of other things. But I liked the little squares. I just thought that would be so fun for doing appliques. There's quite a bit here. I would say there's probably at least 2, maybe 3 yards. It's a Joan Kessler for Concord Fabrics, whatever that means. I don't see a copyright as far as usage. So it looks like I should be good to go to use it for my artwork. But yeah, I just loved the little individual prints. This just says cut me out and use me as a spot element or use me as a cluster. So many possibilities and so many of them. There's roses, pears, butterflies, birds. So it looks like there's a cluster of 4 different kinds. But just cute. So, I might be sending some of this out in bits and pieces in Happy Mail. It's not something I would sew with. It's more something I would use for doing clusters and small element things. So I don't need this much of it. So, if I'm sending out Happy Mail, you might be the recipient of a few pieces of this as well. But just a really nice neutral color and lots of fun opportunities in this piece. And then my prize fabric piece was this. And I know I don't need any more fabric, but who would resist this? Let's see, what did I pay for it for starters? $2.99. So I paid $2.10 for this fabric. It is a sheer organza, and look at these sunflowers. So I can easily cut a 5x7 panel, and this becomes a flip out in my journals. This can be used on any ethnic books, like right away the Ukrainian type journals come to mind, or European journals. It's such a pretty bright looking flower and cheerful, and so these would just make beautiful, beautiful flips in a journal. Cut out individually, leaving a little bit of the organza around it, and then slow stitch to other things. You could make a nice applique for a journal cover. You can bead on top of these. You can put layers of fabric and do sort of a light quilting, maybe quilting the center a little bit just to give it a little bit more dimension. And again, apply this on top of a journal cover. Yeah, there's a million here, right? I know there's a lot. I will start cutting it up. And again, these are things that will show up for sale in my shops. And, it could end up also in Happy Mail. So these are things to watch out for as I get through the pile. They will go up for sale. I'll only keep maybe about 10 of them for myself and sell the rest. And gift a few. And then I couldn't resist these next pieces. Jennifer and Jen, and now they are my new gal pals that are into junk journaling that I have met here in New Brunswick. We banter back and forth online and have a few good laughs. Deborah just had her birthday. Happy birthday, Deborah, online. And I know that one of them is I think Jen is more into, she's doing some, I think it's unicorns or fantasy journal, and both of them are sort of into strawberry shortcake. Ugh. Anyway, in the same place on the same day, I found a strawberry shortcake coloring book for 99 cents. So there's enough here that the two of you can share this. And there's 2 sticker pages, so you guys can share that and enjoy. Yeah, it does nothing for me, except that I know that for 99 cents, I can make the two of you happy, or make the two of you fight over it. I don't know, but you guys can figure that out when you come to see me or when I see you next. So yeah, this is for them, and so I thought I would share it. Now, Jennifer is Jennifer Dirtle. She is also a YouTuber. Like, both of them are YouTubers, and they both do Thrifty Canucks. So if I haven't linked their channels below, do watch for their links. I think I haven't linked you yet, Deborah. I'm not sure, but I will link her in this one for sure. And do follow their channels. They find some great stuff too. And so there was that. And then, maybe you're going to have to share this one too, Jen. I'm not sure. This one was $2.99, but I couldn't resist it. It just said Jen all over it. It is unicorn fabric. Now, I don't know what they say about all rights reserved. That you will have to look into. I'm sure it doesn't say exactly. Estate of Amy Cruz Rosenthal, art and illustration. Jennifer, you'd have to look into it, but I just thought if you're making this for your girlfriend, what beautiful fabric this is for her journal. And I think I said to you, don't do the cover just yet. So I don't know if this interests you or not, but the fabric is here for you if you do want it. So I thought I'd share that and just let you know that I'm passing it on. Some things I'm just happy to pick up for other people when I see them. It's just such pretty fabric. Not my thing, not my thing. But if you're one of those that likes it, Jennifer, then please let me know and I will hold it aside for you. And I only have one other thing to share, and this was, I paid, I think, $1 for this, and it's just some more pretty cards. They're bluebirds, and they are gently used, but they're still in really nice shape and very vintage looking. It looks like it was a bridge set because it looks like there's 2 sets here. No box, no extra Joker cards. I always keep the Joker cards for myself. I kind of have a little collection of Joker cards. I don't know why, but that's something I like. But they aren't included with the set, but they're just such a pretty little card that this will be fun to add into Happy Mail and do some different things and tuck them into journals as well. As far as the card part, just covering it with a piece of plain paper and then stapling on a tab, and you're good to go for decorating in a journal. So that was the last of my haul for this week. I hope it was a fun one for you. No jewelry, can you believe it? No jewelry this time around, but I know that there's jewelry in the next one coming up because I scored again with some of my people in the flea market. So that's it. That's all for today. This is going to air on Thursday, I hope, which is right now I'm pre-recording this, so it will air on Thursday. And other than that, I will be busy working all weekend on my yard sale. I'm not 100% if there's going to be a Techniques Tuesday video next week because I really have to get everything done for this yard sale. If there's not, I will certainly have one the week after. But I will try to leave you a message one way or another online, or, either in a small video, a follow-up video or something. So I wish you all a very creative day and a creative weekend, of course, and I look forward to seeing all of you very soon. Bye for now.